Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to CodingScientist.com. Autonomous drone bot 0 to hero series, build, code and fly. That's the theme of this entire series, with 0 to hero as the goal, as the mission, as the vision. All right. So we are going to take a look at what kind of transmitter and receiver we will be using for our project. So a drone transmitter, a radio transmitter, is an electronic device that uses radio signals to transmit commands wirelessly via a set of radio frequency over to the radio receiver. So you can see in the picture there is a transmitter and a receiver. So the receiver is fixed in your drone and the transmitter is what you will be holding in your hand, which is connected to the drone being remotely controlled, right? So an FPV drone, I'm going to talk about FPV, what is FPV and stuff like that in the next video. So FPV drone radio transmitter transmits commands via channels. Each channel is an individual action being sent to the drone. You need to understand this, guys. So what are those commands? So basically there are four different types of main important commands which you will be following. That is the roll, pitch, yaw and throttle. What is roll? ROLL. Moves your drone left or right in the air, literally rolling your drone. So that is called roll. And the pitch, 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 basically tilts your drone forward and backward. That is the pitch. Okay. And yaw, YAW, rotates your drone clockwise or counterclockwise, allowing you to make circles or patterns in the air. So that is also possible. I am going to show one by one. And then the next one is the throttle. Throttle basically controls the amount of power sent to your drone, which makes the drone go faster or slower, basically activating your ESCs to higher speed and a lower speed, right? And then the radio receiver part, which connects to your drone. The radio receiver is a device capable of receiving commands from the radio transmitter, interpreting the signal via the flight controller, where those commands are converted into a specific actions which controls again your aircraft or your drone, right? A receiver must be compatible with the radio transmitter, which is why when you go ahead and buy a transmitter and receiver, which comes as a combo package, right? The transmitter and the receiver is in a single pack, so it's compatible, right? And then the same brand of RXTX needs to be purchased in order to establish a communication. It has to be of a same brand. You cannot have a transmitter as a separate brand and a receiver as a separate brand. It's not going to work. It has to be the same brand. We are going to use a brand called Fly Sky, which is very popular in the world. It's a very well regarded brand and it works fantastic with the drone projects, even on a robotics projects, right? And then the frequencies must also be the same on both transmitter and receiver. For instance, if it is 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, can only work with 2.4 gigahertz radio receiver, right? Thus, while selecting your drone transmitter and receiver, it's important that they are absolutely compatible with each other in terms of frequency and parameters. Keep this in mind, guys, it's very important. Also, it is necessary that both the components have the size and the features according to the specifics needed. It is highly recommended to purchase a high frequency or a high quality radio transmitter and a receiver when starting out to fly your own drone, which is what you are going to do right now. So with this particular specification of the Fly Sky, we can probably control up to some 4 or 5 kilometers at the line of sight. It's pretty easy. We can increase the size of the antenna, which I'm going to show it to you at a later stage when we start building it, and we will make it more and more powerful. However, the flip side of the story is when we move into the autonomous, when we start adding our Jetson Nano or Raspberry Pi, you may not need this transmitter receiver at all, unfortunately. But never mind. When your bot is moving autonomously while writing your script, you will send the command from your computer, your Python scripts, and that will transmit to your drone, and that will take the commands and keep doing whatever the instructions you are giving. But transmitter is not required. Your physical transmitter is not required. Maybe it might be required during emergency and stuff like that, but that's how it is. So it's good to have it and good to gain experience and practice both manual, semi-autonomous and autonomous. Alright guys, so I'll be back soon in the next video with the next component. Stay tuned. Goodbye.